think about where you are in this moment. I know you've got a lot of things going on in your life, the world is ending, all that good stuff, but right now, let's not think about that. Let's just take a deep breath. And feel your lungs, feel the ends of your hands, and feel the ground that's right underneath. Take one more deep breath. Listen. And I was excited to hear that we did give honor to the Haudenosaunee people. But I always say, especially after feeling the ground and where you are, it's always important to recognize the ground that we are always standing on. And that is the indigenous people, the native peoples of every land. And in this community, it's the Haudenosaunee. It's the Six Nations. They actually gave the language for our Constitution, the Confederacy, and great books of law. But what's important about them is this concept that I work with every single day, and I think is my muse, which is how am I in the right relationship with myself that then allows me to be in the right relationship with my community, that then allows me to be in the right relationship with Mother Earth. Because we are all citizens of this great blue and green planet that we call home. And when we're not in balance in that way, then everything becomes difficult. Everything feels like it's breaking down. And I feel like it's always important to honor these moments of just the reality of where we are and how do we get in a relationship. And it was indigenous people that taught us those things because they took care of this land, not as owners of it, but that they were the stewards and caretakers of it. And we live currently in an incredibly extractive system structurally that allows some people to benefit and some people to be always oppressed and not be able to be their full human selves. So how do we, deal with that? Well, it's really, really complex, right? We as little individuals, well, what do we do about that? Well, I did say that this country, which belonged to the indigenous people, and because of colonialism, was stolen. It's basically, we stand on stolen land always. And if we're being honest, this country was also built on extracted, stolen labor. So what do we do? Well, I say, let's give the land back to the people whose rightful owners it is. And let's do reparations for the people whose labors we stole to get us to where we are. Well, how do we do that? Complexity, right? How do we hold that complexity, but still try to live into the value of being in the right relationship with self, right? Let's start there, with self. So for me, I'm going to just give you a couple of quick stories. They're a little tough to hear, I would say that, but that's what's with me. We're in a month of September. September is actually an incredibly difficult month for me for many, many reasons. One of them was 9/11 just a few days ago. I'm sure it was difficult for all of you, and we can share in that. But for me, September 4th, 2009 was the most difficult thing that had ever happened to me. My 7-year-old son was a beautiful, vivacious, incredible human being who was the light of my life, and I think that was the most incredible thing in the world that happened to me, that made me a mother, that truly made me understand the connection and the power that we have, that we can give life, And so and anybody who's a parent here, any parent knows that when you have a child, the first thing that always comes to you is, I will have to protect this child. I am his caretaker. So when something terrible happens to our children, we are, of course, that is like the most heartbreaking thing that we can experience. But to experience that this healthy baby boy that we got up and played, he did all the things, we have a regular normal day, we hug each other, love each other, and then, sometime at 2 in the afternoon, I get a phone call that he was in a terrible car crash. And that I would never actually ever speak to my child again because he would have died. 7 years old. And this idea, at that time, I just really felt like everything had shattered. Like I had shattered into a million pieces. I had zero energy to try to pick any of it up. And I remember just feeling so many feelings and thinking, I have nothing to give. I don't even want to live. Not in a way that I'm depressed or depression, it just felt like the level of pain that I was experiencing was just like this incredible deep hole that I just didn't know what to do with. And it just felt like the greatest thing that could happen. I'd lived a pretty good life. I had some amazing child. I experienced all the things I wanted to experience at this point, but I was done. And then I had a very good mentor of mine that, through those months, as I was trying to figure out where do I even go from here, going on, said to me, I said, I just can't get over this. I'm done. I just can't get over this. And she said to me, oh baby, you never have to get over it. You just have to carry it with you. And it was that moment and another moment, it was a Haiti earthquake, that allowed me to begin to think in terms of, I can pick up the shattered pieces. Is I saw a woman on the television who lost 4 of her children, and she didn't know she had any more surviving family members. And I remember thinking, oh my God, my pain is so deep that everything that is left of me is with you right now. Because even though I've had this loss, you've lost so much more. And I really began to understand in those moments and years following this that as much pain as I've now understood, my ability to love, to forgive, to be more empathetic was even deeper than I'd ever experienced before. And those are the moments that teach me always to dig deep when I need to be in the right relationship with myself in order for me to heal, to continue, and to serve the beloved community. And then there's this very other complex idea of being in the right relationship with community. How do we show up, as Dr. King said, to build the beloved community? And by the way, I see the community as the world, because again, we're all people on this earth, right? But what is it that we can actually change? Just this little area right around us and in front of us. So how can I be effective to continue to build and to help heal and take care of and get people to be in right relationship with each other, right? And so I think about a moment again in September, actually September 12th, 2018. It's a moment that I will not forget because I had just become the executive director of Push Buffalo on August 1st. And I'm a month into my tenure, and of course, especially as a black woman, as a black immigrant, short woman, have to now prove myself to the world, right? Like, I got this. And so I had an opportunity to go to the Global Climate Summit, which had people from all over the world. It was in San Francisco, and I'll never forget because I flew out of here on September 11th. I get to San Francisco at about 6 p.m., and I'm a little bit worried because all of the people that are like me, folks like Intake Movement Generation, all the people that are my comrades when we do this climate justice work across the nation, were outside basically doing a direct action against the people inside. Why? Because they had not centered the most impacted people. They had not centered the issues of indigenous people and people of color and people that were dealing with the most amount of pollution. And it had become kind of, this like very high level thing, mayors and governors and people coming from all over the world. And so I thought to myself, why am I here? Why? I felt like I was on the wrong side. I felt like someone who's, in labor when you're picking the line and folks are going, you're just like, what am I doing? So my immediate thing was, as soon as I got to San Francisco, I already called my friends, folks in philanthropy. I called my friends that were, climate justice activists on the ground. I called a few people, I said, let's have dinner. So I appreciate that y'all are there. What is the message I need to send to the thousands of people that are going to be inside that need to hear the message outside? And we talked, and I had my speech, and I had all those things, and I was like, all right, I'm going to bed because I'm so nervous, right? And so I wake up, I'm in San Francisco now, so I'm 3 hours behind you. And at 5:30 in the morning, I get a terrible phone call from my staff members. There had been a young man, Peter Rivera, who was shot in our parking lot. in our beautiful new building that we built that took 4 years of engaging with the residents in the community and asking them what they wanted and creating a beautiful public space that everyone was welcome in. We were so proud of it because we put so much into it. And then this terrible tragedy had happened. And the police were there, and this and that. And I asked one thing because I could feel deep in my heart. I said, do you need me to come home? I need you to come home. They said, yes, come home. At 8:30 in the morning, I was already at the airport on my flight here. Got here about midnight and had to watch the terrible video of this young man being shot by the police. And so I tell you all that to say, what do we do? How do we hold this complexity? Because I have to do, I have to get video and all these things to police, like we have warrants and all that. How do we, but for me, the most important thing was, how do we heal this community? How do we heal this path that had gone through this terrible trauma? How do we deal with the family? And my first priority was, I just need to meet my mom. Because nothing else mattered. None of the political stuff that was going to happen, like all these things, they don't matter in that moment because I know what it feels like to lose a child. And I need to go talk to the mom. So the first thing I did was meet with the mom and her 3 daughters, and we met every single day in the office for 2 weeks. The only questions I kept asking her was, wait, I just want you to trust me. You don't know me, but if I do anything that isn't my word, if I told you we're going to do something and I don't do it, you come and let me know. If there's anything you don't want to happen here, you come and let me know. I will honor your wishes and we will heal together. And they had many requests like that. They held a vigil for him for weeks in the parking lot. We closed off that section of the parking lot. They needed some funding support, so we raised money, pushed donated money to them, and at the rehabs, they trusted us enough to say, we would love to hold the rehabs in your parking lot. I said, don't you even worry about a thing, we got you. So what do I need to do? He said, nothing. So she let me know some family members were going to be bringing food and so forth. We got them a beautiful tent, beautiful tables and chairs. Me and 4 lovely women from my organization went to the store and got the most beautiful tablecloths that we could think of because we wanted to honor and respect them. And we went and got flowers and we got vases from our homes and cut those flowers and put them out there and set the table in a way that made them feel proud. And so these are the things, right? So how do we connect with our community? I can't change what happened. I can't change the large things, but I can change that. The other thing is this idea of how can we be in right relationship with Mother Earth? How do we reconnect to the things that make us feel, that make us whole, that make it right? And so for me, again, it's very, very complex, but it's so simple and so basic. Let's look at the structures that we have set that take us so far away from a regenerative place, that is healing. The earth was designed to always regenerate, but you have to, as much as you take, you have to get back. We have to get our hands in the soil. We have to remember what that is. It's in our DNA, our ancestors. And part of that is the structure of white supremacy. It is capitalism. It's heteropatriarchy. It is this concept of how we dig, burn, dump, everything, throw it away, dig, burn, dump, throw it away. We don't have, an exhaustive set of resources. We just can't keep doing that. And this concept of white supremacy, it doesn't just affect people of color. It also messes up white people young. It just messes you up. And the reason for that is, whatever this culture that is really a non-culture, is just whiteness, what do you lose in order to have the privilege, in order to assimilate, right? Most of my friends that come from, say, Israel, that look very white, they're Israelis. They tell you they're white. Most of my friends that come from different parts of Europe, they told you the country that they're from. They can talk about the food, they can talk about their language, they can talk about their traditions, right? You have to give those things up. And it doesn't make you feel good because of how you connect to your humanity. And so, yeah, some people have a lot. And the people with the most amount of resources, in order to actually have the kind of equity we talk about for the people that don't have a lot and equalize it, you have to give up something. And some people have to give up a lot. And that is hard. When I've got $10, you want to take my $10, no, it's hard to get that up. But what do you gain? What do you gain? So you don't have to have this spiral of shame because you feel like you're losing something. There's so much opportunity to actually lock hands and be in community and be in the right relationship. And the reality of it is, at this point, we all have to start giving up things. We use too much. We don't recycle enough. We don't reuse enough. We don't need all of these things. But all of these things are also causing us to have so many issues, like anxiety, and this, and that, the inability to actually connect with our, human being, our friends, our families, our communities, because we're just like a slave to a very exploitive labor market, gotta do this, gotta do it, constantly just doing this thing. And so I just leave you with all that to say that I think it is possible, I think there is hope in it. I think that we have created a completely different universe, so we're not going to go back to what we've done before, but it's an opportunity to work with what we have, but to truly connect to our humanity. And I also love with indigeneity, this idea, this concept of abundance, right? How do we switch our lens a little bit to see what we really have, the opportunities? When I think of Buffalo, New York, honestly what I see is a place that has, 20% of the world's fresh water. It's a pretty green place. If you go to other parts of the city, it's a place where the people here are actually the most incredible human beings I've ever met. Even some of us that we might have some other issues, reality, we're the most racist neighborhood in this most racist neighborhood. My car can break down because I get stuck in the snow. 20 folks that have maybe all kinds of flat down on the seats will come out and say, I've never been stuck in snow in this thing. It is a place where people are stuck. People will invite you to their home, give you something, want you to drink, and help you get your car out of the way. That's what I know about Buffalo, New York. It is a place also where we still have, places where people identify as being Polish, as being Irish, as being these things, and there are places and foods, and that we can actually all participate in. And I think that is something beautiful and something that we need to continue to honor, and continue to center as the most important things to get us to being an amazing city. Tonight is also going to be September 13th. But it's also the micro harvest moon. Yes, every 30 years. Pretty special. And as we think about that harvest moon, I want us to think in terms of, rather than a framework of scarcity, let's begin to think about the abundance and the opportunities and how we can be in right relationship with each other, with our communities, and with Mother Earth, and to be able to hold all of the complexities